Welcome to the Euros, and we are here today, and the wait is over. Today is the day that we'll kick off this beautiful tournament, the Euros, of course, because we'll be having a whole month of Euro, and I'm looking forward to it. And the starter of the Euros is going to be between the Republic States national team, and they'll be playing against the Republic of Ireland. And also, we are hosting the Euros, so a very big moment for our country and also for our nation to host this Euro tournament. Are you looking forward to it today? Yeah, am very looking forward to it. It's going to be a real cracking game in the Euros, and I think that we will be up for it today. We're going to be very up for it, as we are the host nation of this competition. We want to try and make the most out of it, because it's big. It's a big moment, and I know that I'm taking a break from soccer, but watching the Euros, I like to see how they do when I'm watching it on TV. And I know you are the Parantos manager, of course, Brian Cliff. But anything you want to say about how we would probably play today, and what's your methods? As you are a manager yourself in your experience, what do you think Neil Clarkson will play as well today against the Republic of Ireland? I think he'll go for a more of attacking team. I don't really think that they're going to go defensively, because they're They're the host nation. They want to try and get a good start in the group stage. If they actually end up losing, like they did against Italy and the other two teams in the World Cup in Russia, then yeah, that'll be one of the embarrassing moments in our nation's history if we do get knocked out in the group stages. But I think we'll get a good start. I really reckon that we can get a good start in this competition to try and progress into the round of 16, all the way up to the final, really, because we are the favourites to win the Euros, and I do believe that we can do it. I reckon we can. We've got to try and be backing the manager. We have to try and try and see what he does to this team. I know that he's picked up a very good selection. He announced from the Premier League of players who will be playing for this national team today. They're going to be, he's going to try and bring in some younger players, some hungry players in the national team, or to make a name for themselves. The same thing for Thomas Hersey. Let him play up front at the age of 33. It's good to have a player like that as well in the team. And, they've got a very organised team, so we'll have to wait and see about that. And let's talk more about Thomas Hersey, of course. This will probably be the Thomas Hersey's final tournament as a player, of course, because he is 33. He's hitting that milestone that he could be retiring soon. Do you think he's still got more in the locker, you reckon? To progress maybe a bit longer, maybe, and, try and develop the Republican players to be taking his spot when he leaves the national team? Do you reckon that'll be the case there, Brian Cliff? Yeah, I've seen Thomas Hersey is one of the best strikers in the Republic States, of course. He's one of the all-time great goal scorers in this country, and I know that it's not going to be easy. When he leaves, or when he does end up retiring as a player for this national team, he wants to try and carry the team the best he can. And I think the players will watch him. I think the players will look up to him. He's also the captain, so they have to look up to him, and they have to look at him and say that, right, we have to listen to Thomas Hersey. He's been doing this for the last, God knows, as an international player. He's been a player for the last 15 years, so we have to listen to him. And I do believe they can. I do believe they can listen to the striker, because I think that he will give them the best satisfaction, I reckon. But we'll have to wait and see about how they'll play today in the Republic of Ireland. And let's talk more about the Republic of Ireland, of course. Ireland did actually qualify through the group stages, qualifying rounds in November last year. What do you think they will do today, Republic of Ireland? I think Republic of Ireland's going to be a very brutal team. They're going to be here today, not be the second best. They want to try and do the best they can in this game. I know that Ireland hasn't got one of the best players they haven't got compared to our team, but you've got to be very careful, because Ireland can still make an upset. They can still have their moments in the game today. We'll just have to see what happens. But I reckon that it's going to be very important. It's going to be this matchup, and this match will be very important. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But at the moment, I think Ireland, of course, will be the second favourites, but you just never say never in terms of soccer. We can still end up losing to them today, but we just have to try and be as strong and be positive, and that's what we have to be. And I think we're the host, so we have to win today. And also, Ireland's our next door neighbours, so we have to beat them. So there you go. Alright, anyways, let's go now to interview the manager right now, the head coach of the Republic States national team. Let's go now to the head coach of the RSC national team to lead this team in the Euros as the host manager, Neil Clarkson. Neil Clarkson, today you'll be leading this team as this is your the first ever manager to actually lead the team into a host tournament, of course, for the first time in history. Any thoughts on that there, Neil Clarkson, what I just said? And also, your first match in this Euro tournament will be up against the Republic of Ireland. Do you have any doubts on that, on whether they'll play today, and doubts on your team today? Any thoughts on that? Well, we can't be like that today. We can't act like we might be the best team in this game. Okay, we are favourites to beat Republic of Ireland today. It will be a challenge for us, and we are the hosts. And for the first time, this country never ever hosted a Euro tournament or any major tournament. So it'd be good that today we will have our moment today. Hopefully, win today's game, and maybe we might be the ones could get the 3 points at the start of the Euro tournament. And we have to do that. We have to get to a good start because our reputation's on the line, of course, and my reputation is also on the line. So we have to try and win. And also, the last time this club did play, or this team played in into any major competition, they got knocked out in the group stages in Russia in 2018. So in 2020, we have to be really up for it and try and progress all the way out to the final the best we can, because we've got an expectation in our hands, and we have to gain that, and we can't make any mistakes at all. So we'll have to wait and see how this game goes, and if we do win this game today, then we'll move on to the next game, and then we'll move on to the next two games, of course, because we've got Portugal group, and we also have Scotland in our group, so we have to try and beat them. Alright, thank you very much there, Neil Clarkson. Best of luck. Your first game of the Euros, as you are leading this team out as the head coach of this host country. Good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enough of the talking today, I think, for this punditry between me, of course, here today and Brian Cliff. But before we get to the game, we've got a ceremony coming up in a minute. But before we get to the ceremony, predictions in this matchup. My predictions in this first game, and we are the host in the Euros. I reckon that we win today. I think that is going to be. I'm going to go for a positive 3-0 win. Okay, 3-0 win. Anyways, that's going to be that here on AC. We're going to go now to the commentators as well. And they'll be leading by Joshua Cole and also Martin Tyler are going to be the commentators here today. But before we get to them, we've got a ceremony outside on the pitch. So let's get to that right now.